Okay, this is gonna be a busy week, so let's get it done with. Nun Rodia. Now, there's an argument whether she is a nun or librarian, but come on, she's a nun. For our passives, we grab the usual duo of LCB Mersault and Sinclair for 20% extra damage reduction, alongside ever so frequent LCB Gregor for 5 health at the start of each turn. And to top it off, LCB Heathcliff for extra 10% damage, since we're pretty much only able to deal blunt damage for the most of the run anyway. And now, about Dieci Rodion. And holy shit, is she strong. If you thought Spy Gregor can just decide not to take damage, then Dieci Rodia took it to the next level. So far it has been the fastest run I have cleared solo, clocking it at 47 minutes. And let's go through all the reasons why this idea is amazing. Let's start with discard mechanic. Discarding in solo content is beyond powerful, especially since it's controlled and not random. And on a side note, I don't really read what the units do when they come out, and I just run them and learn as I go. For most of the run, I wasn't fully sure which skill is skill 1 or 2, because of how frequently we could cycle between them with discard. And since this card is pretty new mechanic, in short, it will take the most accurate skill from our skill slot bar, remove it from our next turn, and mostly just keep recycling our skill 1s into the better ones. Beside the discards, she fuels Rhymeshank completely on her own, which combos pretty well with the fact that she's also a sinking unit herself. To top it off, she resists blunt damage while also dealing blunt damage, the strongest damage type currently in the game, and has powerful clashes and skills that not only have minimum of 3 coins each, but also deals crazy amount of damage given her passive. Let's quickly go through her skills. Her skill 1 deals damage. Her skill 2 deals damage. Her skill 3 somehow deals even more damage. And her passives gives her damage. Oh, also for some reason she is a tank? At least she has stats of a tank, with the whole single stagger bar, aggro, huge shield pool, dealing more damage than a lot of other units in the game right now. Huh. And to top it off, all of her skill deals additional damage in either stagger or emotional damage. I don't quite understand how this ID came to be, really. I know that is unfair to call her broken, since she really is made to excel in solo runs, no matter how you look at it. But given the fact that this was my first run, and I genuinely felt like there was less impact on me playing well than there is when I use things like K-Corp Home Glue, and it was going pretty fast, I was at a loss of words. We also have to keep in mind, our floor 1 was pretty much a dream floor. We managed to grab Sun Shower, that just works perfectly with how Dieci Rodia plays, giving her even more blunt damage. From the boss, as much as I wanted blood, sweat and tears, I wanted to capitalize on value of Voracious Hammer this early on, and the game immediately gave me a thumb up by showing the Zippoliter, Perversion, and Pinpoint Logic Circuit that I could afford in the first shop. So not only we don't have to worry about ego resources ever, but now we have a consistent way of applying burn. And since we didn't have any cost left for passives, we grabbed LCB Ishmael for extra clashing power in a pinch, as well as G-Corp Otis as a general solid passive option. But the fun doesn't end here, as we are getting even more damage gifts. As we entered our first event, we are greeted with a free bloody gadget and our first Pekatula fight. It was a fight that made me a bit worried about our health. To be fair, I did play very recklessly in confidence that nothing can stop us, and nothing could. We get even more possible burn application from it, and we are led to an elite fight that we rhyme shank, clear with Foolies, grab Endorphin Kit, that has no value to our poiseless Rodia, and floor 2 is almost finished. Now, it is a bit of a long fight, but we get to stagger them every turn, so yet another boss fight that really didn't pose any threat. As for rewards, this reward screen was solidified the run as GG, shake my hand, go next. I swear I did not reset this run once. You could make sure of it yourself, as I stream those runs on my Discord, link in the description. As we move along, we hack this nice and completely not creepy upside down body for some extra cost and golden urn, and win the roll with no worries whatsoever as lack correlates with skill. Punch some K-Corp employees after clashing for longer than the fight itself lasted. After a debate on my pathing, I chose to do a Pekatula fight, since it is a way higher chance for an ego gift than betting that a blunt node would lead us to an event. We're given Rusted Cutting Knife, which is meh. We are led to an event anyway, with Gathering Skulls. You know what's terrifying? Seeing a boss without a Sin Affinity next to damage type on floor 3. This is one of the run checkmates. This is comparable to Guido. This is fine, actually. We resist blunt and can trespass freely, so yeah, there is nothing they can do to us. Sure, we'll lose some health, but with Grey Coat we can just heal back up and punch the ever-living hell out of K-Corp Excision stuff. Okay, but guys, I'm serious. It's not usual that a unit treats K-Corp Excision stuff of all things as a total joke. This is insane. We grab a nebulizer for some extra poise, since, you know, crits make a nice sound, and nothing else. From the shop, we grab Melted Spring for even more sinking support, and Talisman Bundle, since technically it will be flat damage upgrade per coin of each of our attacks, which difficult to say no to even more damage. We healed everyone to get some extra SP for event nodes, and we kinda don't need any new passives, so we move forward. And as we go, we can become a bit more reckless with our resources. So battles will result in us just shanking them and moving on. And as we do that, I want to thank you for your continued support. You are based, and I hope you keep being based. Also, right after this video goes up, I will be streaming Molar Yi-Sang solo attempts on my Discord, so hop on. We got Standard Battery for even more Rapture damage, Painkiller that for some reason is still an ego gift in this game, and Enter for the Railway 2 Terror himself, so that racers will cry. And if it makes you wonder, hey Axe, you didn't upload anything about Railway 2? Yeah, I might, eventually. But I hate it. It's actual dog shit. And the only real video you might get about it from me will be just complaining about how much I hate it and wish it was different. But after ripping the talismans off the doll, we move on to floor 5 with Headless Portrait as a boss reward for even more sinking. And speaking of sinking, skeletal cramps here to make us even tankier against sinking targets. Oh, and point, but who cares, it's not like it's that good and saved multiple runs in the past. Right after, we got another Pekatula node rewarding us with portable battery for all the charge we need. Then we fail an event for phlebotomy pack and man, as good as this Rodia is, she blows at the event nodes. Not much to worry as we move on to 4-leaf clover for even more poise to our nebulizer. And another G-Corp node, which we just slaughter with no... Hold up, roll that back. This is skill 1 on a floor 5. She just one-shot an enemy on floor 5 with skill 1. What the fuck? But as we get Broken Revolver from our final Pekatula node, we move to the last shop. I want to thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the final battle. This was Axel. Enjoy.